And we're recording. So, welcome to the Casualty Gamers. Would you like to introduce yourself now?
Sure. Hi, my name's Michael. I go by Insulation usually when it comes to anything Casualty Gamers, or Kujiko123 if you find me on Twitch or on Steam. Uh, about it. I don't think I have any other major gaming platforms that you could find me on. Go by the same thing on PlayStation.
Any, like, Origin accounts or anything like that?
Pardon?
Origin accounts? Like
Oh, my
Origin 1?
origin, yeah, my origin is the same as my Steam, except instead of 123, it's 456 because
Oh, okay.
numbering reasons with account name.
Okay. Um, we are a casual, team based play. What is it about gaming in general that brought you to the Casualty Gamers?
Well, besides my connections with some of the people here, it's mostly the more open and friendly cooperative community. I'm not dealing with any arguments here. I'm not dealing with anyone who's trying to play better than anybody else, and everyone just kind of gets along and it's really helpful with each other. So that's why I'm here. It's not a frustrating experience like some can be.
Okay, and what about in gaming? What in general gaming? What don't you want to see? What really get you, I guess, dander up, get you going? You know?
What frustrates me in a game?
Yes.
Um, Honestly, it's really like selfish people or griefers. Griefers are my number one issue with anything online. Like for example, I was looking into playing Red Dead with my brother recently, and apparently there's a lot of issues online with people being griefers. I've come across a couple that have tried in Fallout, but PvP in that game is not exactly easy to do without both parties being interested in it. Another thing, if it's not a griefer, it's just someone who honestly has an open mic and just screams the whole time. Um,
We've all been
there's been
there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of issues where you're just trying to play a game or there's someone talking to you in the game like an NPC or something, or you're playing a mission or a story quest or something and someone's just screaming the whole time. There's always people with bad connection. Can't really help that.
Is there anything that game companies do, like put in their games, that frustrate you?
I could always be like everyone else and mention Battlefront 2 that was released earlier this year. Um, you don't tie progression in your game to how much money people have in their wallet, and you don't make people with more money better than people who don't have the money to spend in your game. Another thing is, I'm okay with cosmetic loot boxes. I'm okay with them as long as it's in game currency and you earn the in game currency. I don't mind like cash shops, but as long as they're not overpriced. A lot of them lately have been overpriced.
What about is there anything like story based or that really frustrate you, like playing a mission and there's this one boss or something? What don't you like him to do?
I don't like bullet spongy bosses for the most part, and I also don't like in terms of story. In regards to story, you asked that. I don't really like when you get a character and then 2 or 3 hours later, before you even really get to know that person, like in 2 or 3 cutscenes or something, and they kill off that character, and then everyone acts like it was a big deal. It's like, well, it's you expect me to care about someone you've spent a total of 3 minutes showing to me and introducing to me. You don't. That's bad pacing. You need good pacing in a story, and then in boss fights, you need the same thing as good pacing. You can't throw in a boss and then have it constantly spawn ads. You can't. I mean, can, but it gets frustrating. You can't throw in a boss and then it doesn't spawn ads like the last 10 seconds, and then every ad is nearly indestructible or something. You just can't really do that.
What type of gameplays would be your favorite?
What type of games? Play a lot of racing games. I play a lot of shooters. I don't play a lot of team-based games specifically, but the few that I do, I play quite a bit. I've been playing Fallout recently. I will play like some Elite Dangerous. I will, you know, that's not exactly team-based, but it can be if you want it to be. Then there's stuff like Warface. I play a lot of Warface cooperative. Let's see what else. Play Ace Combat every now and then. I'm waiting on the new one to come out here in January. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed again.
You have played SC with me, some Star Citizen.
Yes, I have played some Star Citizen. Right now, my computer's not exactly capable of running it in its current state on both ends, computer and game.
It's since the last patch it got really much better. You might want to try it.
Okay,
Um,
I'll re-download that and try it.
what genres do you really not like to see? Like there's just too much. You're like, another zombie game.
Zombie games. I can make a joke about that. I don't play any battle royale.
Good.
I don't play. I don't play anything exactly PvP centric. Anything that is just. I find PvP it can be fun, but if it's an option, like take the Dark Zone in the Division. I don't like PvPing in the Dark Zone. I don't go in there to PvP. Um, I don't play battle royale. I don't play anything strictly PvP aside from things like Battlefield, but that's different. I don't play. I don't play a lot of platformers. I don't play anything roguelite, and I certainly won't play any fishing.
Yes, I know all about that. Patrick tries to get me to play fishing games a lot, and I'm like, okay.
It's like, do you want to get footage of me sleeping? Because that's how you get footage of me sleeping.
Um, do you hate forced PvP where you can't complete the game fully unless you PvP?
Oh, yeah, if they lock progression behind PvP, that is a big pain. I think Titanfall did that, the first one, where the campaign was all online, and it was if you didn't win the match, you couldn't go to the next mission in the campaign, so you just had to keep playing till you won the match. And that frustrated me to no end because I was like, I just want to do this and get it done so I can go play some regular multiplayer or something else. But you force PvP is just not a good thing when it comes to progression like that. When it's not the main focus of the game.
Okay, and on closing thoughts, why do you think that they force PvP on you, and why do you think there's no story in games? Is it just lazy gameplay? Lazy
I,
developers?
it could be lazy game design. It could also be like a stylistic choice. Um, there was a game, I can't remember the name of it right now, but there was a game on PlayStation Plus, and the whole game was actually PvP focused, but it was really neat in the way they did it. But I don't think there was any story to it. It was just going from one end of a map to another, and it was PvPing people along the way. Excuse me.
Take your time.
But but I think it is kind of lazy game design unless it is a specifically stylistic choice. It's more like you're running out of content to keep the one person occupied and entertained, and so you're just like, well, here, deal with other people till we figure something out.
Okay, and everybody, that was Michael Owen. He's a Casualty Gamer's main, and that was his interview. And
All
I
right,
shall see you in the next one.
all right. Thank you for having me.
That will be. Go ahead.
I
What'd you
said
say?
thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. I'll see you in some game somewhere.